we met with these girls. You know, my husband had this sign because it was pandemia, and you know, we greet each other like this. Victor Babarika has this heart, and Valery Tsepkala, this victory sign, like we will win. And it was like symbiosis, very accidental that we had all these signs together, and it looked very, you know, nice, and people made symbols of this, and it became symbols of this revolution. And like, you know, in our revolution, a lot of accidental things. You know, my documents to Election Commission, then our trio when we united. You know, so many accidental, but you know, I think that our time came, time for revolution in our country.
Thank you, please, gentlemen.
Hello, Italian news agency. I would like to ask you, if you would have the opportunity of speaking directly, face to face to Lukashenko, what would you say?
I don't think that I would find words for him. No, he brought so many sufferings to people. I don't think that no, I will be able to say him something, anything. I don't know. No.
Thank you. Please, gentlemen.
Yes, Mark Burley, AFP. Sorry, from that. I've got the published list here, and I was wondering if I could get the reaction just to two of the names that are on there related to the Ryanair incident. There's the Minister of Defense, Krenin, who is on the list, and there's also the Transport Minister, whose name you know better. How do you judge this? What is your reaction to see two ministers targeted by the sanctions?
No, I'm sure that European Union Commission looked thoroughly through the people who have to be on the sanction list, and I think that crimes of these two very person are approved. That's why they are on this list. So European Union decided they deserve these sanctions. I agree.
I can just add here. So this list is published just right now. We didn't have time to explore it. But all the people who are related to absolutely illegal trials over political prisoners, propagandists, but also ministers who enable crackdowns and atrocities, they must be on this list. And this list must be much, much broader if we want to make it efficient, impactful. Because right now Lukashenko's regime is held not only on KGB, but also the group of propagandists who are lying every day about political prisoners, about former candidates, about Sviatlana Tsikhanouskaya, about young students. More than 30 of them are in jails. So this list must include people from different groups, societal groups, from different sectors, but all those who enable human rights crimes by not doing or by co-participating. And we hope that there will be a fifth package of sanctions. And this morning, during the meeting with Josep Borrell and other ministers, there was discussion about fifth package. And the fifth package must be prepared as soon as possible. Because fourth package, it's more of the reaction to the previous events. But fifth package must be perhaps even broader if we really want to stop the crimes and the escalation of repressions.
I just want to add that workers from different enterprises which are already on sanction list, I communicate to all the social groups almost every day, and they say that it's so, we lose our inspiration when we see that our enterprise is on sanction list, but our director is visiting European countries, that he is not personally on sanction list. So a big amount of people, of personalities have to be on sanction list. Judges that give unreal terms to people, prosecutors, there are girls of 23 years, and they playing with the fates of people. They are given 15, 20 years to innocent men and women who were just demonstrating against brutality and fraudulent elections. So judges, prosecutors, of course, riot policemen who committed these crimes, and of course directors of the enterprises that are wallets of Lukashenko.
There is a gentleman there. Yes.
I would like to ask if you have more information about legal migration, who is responsible for this operation, and how you change details from the people in Belarus.
Can you repeat?
Sorry, once again. So I would like to ask about this legal migration process, and maybe you have more information about this. What institution is responsible for organizing this operation? Some details. Thank you.
We have heard information who is responsible for this, but we don't have improvements of this, so we can't blame any organization without investigation. But we have heard that this is a special traveling organization that organize the whole flights of future immigrants to Lithuania from Syria, and then they let them go through Belarusian border to the territory of Lithuania. And it was Lukashenko who lately said that to Lithuania that they are very supportive to Belarusians, and they told, okay, now we are going to protect you from drugs and immigrants. You will eat your drug yourself, and you will deal with these immigrants yourself. And he fulfilled this. This is revenge to Lithuania that is so supportive to Belarusians now.
So we have new information, just announcement we can make right now.
Какой? Я не знаю. Теперь же пришло сообщение. Just a couple of minutes ago, it became known that Washington, Ottawa, and London are also imposing sanctions on Lukashenko's regime. And this is very correct and timely step, because only joint sanctions or joint position is very powerful and will help us to release political prisoners and bring us to new elections. And this unity of European Union, the USA, Canada, United Kingdom, and the Ukraine is very, very important in our case. And we're really glad and grateful to all those countries for unifying position.
Thank you. Other questions? Yeah.
But what would be on this list? America, Canada, and United Kingdom. What would be on the list? What organizations, what people would be on this list, sanction list?
So we know only that there are individuals and companies on this list. This is the sanction list imposed after May 23rd incident with Ryanair flight. This is not the last sanction list imposed by the United States. This list will include a travel ban, visa ban, financial assets freeze, and that's for the first time we see such a strong joint sanction effort imposed by all major stakeholders. So basically we see that one day at one time European Union, United States, Canada and UK impose the sanctions on the regime. So it must have the maximum impact, and also it must send a very clear signal to those who are on the regime side that there will not be impunity, but also those who are fighting for freedom and democracy in Belarus. Please.
Yeah, thank you. The fact that you are referring to a fifth package this morning, what does it mean? That you don't think that the fourth package which is announced today will do enough, it will help? And how is the reaction from Mr. Borrell towards this question of the fifth package?
I'm sure that European Union understand that there should be further action from democratic countries, because we don't know the direction of regime. Maybe they will escalate violence further, and we have to prepare new companies and new people to be on the next sanction list. We don't have right to stop now, because half measures is the worst that can happen. We have to finish this the situation in Belarus. We don't want North Korea in our country.
Gentlemen.
Vincent Joris from Leto. Do you expect a new action on the ground, demonstrations in the near future in Belarus?
Absolutely. We understand that responsibility for changes in Belarus lies on Belarusian people. We understand that we need help of European countries, but we are responsible for this. And all this time, people are not just sitting and waiting something from European Union countries, from the USA. They are doing a lot on the ground. First of all, people are structurized themselves. They are creating underground organizations like student organization, doctors organization. Our workers launched a special program where all the people from enterprises and medics and whoever else can join to prepare national-wide strike. Also, we have a very wide network of volunteers. They widespread samizdat, that widespread information about reality in Belarus, because especially among those people who don't have internet in villages and small towns, because propaganda works very well. They're really inventive, I'd say. Every month our people get this bill for the apartment, for water, for light, for everything. And on the other side of this paper, they print information that Tsikhanouskaya want to bomb Minsk, that Tsikhanouskaya and Pavel Latushka and other democratic forces want your people to starve. All these ugly and disgusting things about democratic leaders and activists, just to disinformate people. And that's why we need to widespread reality among people. And also our sportsmen are very vocal. Our medics are very active and involved. And also I told about workers that they are preparing national-wide strike, and we have such organization as BIPOL, which is organization of law enforcement, and they are also communicating with riot policemen on the ground secretly, but they get inside information about tortures, about the moods in riot policemen, about get different documents to see what the situation among those people. So we have very small window of opportunities on the ground, but we use every inch of this to fight, and people understand that it's very dangerous to do anything on the ground. You can be kidnapped on the street, you can be kidnapped in your apartment in front of your children's eyes, but it doesn't stop them, because they understand that thousands of people are in jail. They sacrificed with their lives, freedom and health to give us opportunity to continue. And they don't have other ways how to get out of prison, only when we continue our fight. They rely on us and they rely on you. So that's why we have no right to stop, and we will not.
Let us take 3 last questions, okay, and responses. Anyone? No more questions? Okay, so thank you everyone for attending the event. The last word?
Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you to all journalists that are following the situation in Belarus, because I realize sometimes it's difficult to follow the events when there is no beautiful picture of demonstrations of women in white, but you are always very attentive to us, and you understand that our fight is continuing, not depending if there is pictures or not. And I really appreciate what you are doing for us, because this is reality. While we are on newspapers, on TV shows, our problem exists. And on political level, we are working as much as possible, and you are working for this revolution as well. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for your job.
Thank you.